Hello everyone. Today I will explain the Family Rose poem by Robert Frost. So, let's start with reciting the poem. The Family Rose by Robert Frost. The rose is a rose and was always a rose, but the theory now goes that the apple is a rose, and the pear sows the plum, I suppose. The dear only knows what will next prove a rose. You, of course, are a rose, but we're always a rose. Firstly, to talk about the title of the Rose Family or the Family Rose by Robert Frost, it suggests a poem that applauds the beauty of a group of flowers, or perhaps a real family of gorgeous sisters. It's actually about neither of these. It is essentially an attack on the editor. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and the fact that whilst this statement is fair to many, showing that beauty should be appreciated whatever and whenever from its found in. This attitude does something to take away the true appreciation of the beauty found in its purest from within the rose. The title also is ironic, as the poet doesn't believe that there is a rose family, and this is supported by the subsequent lines. The Family Rose is a simple 10 lines poem written in one verse with all the lines rhyming in the same way, following an AAA structure. It has a mocking tone in the way that it approaches its subject, which is supported by the simplistic rhyme scheme. The poem also begins with a statement: "The rose is a rose and was always a rose." The repetition of rose 3 times shows the vehemence with which the poet feels that this is so. It is the irrefutable fact. The next lines discuss different types of fruit, including the apple, pear, and plum, and how these are also considered to be roses. However, it is the inclusion of the phrase "I suppose" at the end of the line 6, after discussing how the plum is a rose, that throws up a question as to the true feelings of the poet, as the presence seems sarcastic and suggests that the poet doesn't believe that these fruits are roses. In my opinion, it's difficult not to notice the fact that he has chosen not to use other flowers, but has opted to compare the rose to fruit therapy, drawing attention to the fact that they are clearly not the same. There are great physical differences between a rose and pieces of fruit, including those of shape, hue, and delicacy. It's also noticeable that he chooses 2 obvious female shapes, the apple and the pear, with which to draw comparisons with a rose. It could be argued that this is directly highlighting that there is clearly no comparison. And the sarcastic tone continues into lines 7 and 8 when he writes, "The dear only knows what will next prove a rose," and expresses a sense of wonder and disbelief at which a new object will be called a rose, with the words "the dear only knows," suggesting it is something beyond his comprehension. And finally, the last 2 lines of the poem support this idea and propose that this poem is a love poem, and that Frost had someone specific in mind when writing it. He addresses the penultimate line to you, and there is no doubt in his mind that this woman is worthy of the title of Rose, with the phrase "of course" and the use of the hyphen at the end of the line 9 to provide a specific pause before delivering his ultimate compliment to her finally in the last line. "But we're always a rose." His undertone that derides the other roses in the family has been used to present the largest honor to the rose worthy of it. Finally, thank you for watching this video. This was presented by Reem Mohsen Abu Aita. Goodbye.